Welcome everybody to week 15. Last week was a very full week with the language acquisition as well as the other information that you learned about. This week, in week 15, it's a very important topic, and that is cognitive and school readiness types of information. The pre-academic cognitive learning in chapter 17 of our text. There's been a lot of discussion, a lot of tempers flaring, a lot of information that has been around both in the newspapers, television, definitely on the internet, about the pros and cons of pen and paper type tasks and work for young children, and as opposed to letting things happen naturally and when children are ready, that sort of thing. And one of the most interesting things about working with children with special needs and disabilities is that, true enough, they will more likely do things when they're ready, but often we do not give children with developmental delays enough time to acquire those skills. And then sometimes they are not going to acquire them on their own because of their deficits that they have, even though they have many, many strengths of their own that in order to build upon previous, skills, because that's how children develop. If they don't get the base skills, it's going to be difficult to develop the ones later. And so they need that extra help and they need extra time. One interesting research papers that I read a while back mentioned the fact that we don't give children with disabilities enough time to practice a skill over and over again. We expect that they should get it and be able to apply that skill in many different kinds of contexts and situations. And what the author of this research study was trying to convey was that if we give them more time to develop those skills and practice them, then they will be more likely to acquire them and keep them, and they won't become rusty later, or you'll think that, well, they just knew this yesterday, how come they don't know it today? And I guess that takes patience, and with all the regulations and the Common Core and all that kind of thing, it's very difficult to have that time to be that patient with children with disabilities. But in addition to that, there's some really important terms that it discusses. It discusses pre-academic. It discuss what those kinds of key things are. Assistive technology. So be sure and look at those. One of the things that I would have you just really be aware of that I just mentioned is how the discussion, the debate between pre-academic, more like pencil and paper, sitting at a desk remembering or memorizing things by rote memorization. That's also discussed in the chapter, what rote memorization is. That as opposed to what we are knowing and what we know and learn as more developmentally appropriate ways through play, because that is children's work. So what I would like to offer you is an opportunity to earn an extra 10 points. So listening to this video, you get an opportunity to earn an extra 10 points if you will find a fairly recent, within the last year, either newspaper article, an article that you can find somewhere on the internet. Maybe it's on a early childhood advocacy website, on a State Department of Ed website, or even a national website. So in a newspaper or a magazine, that is discussing those sorts of things. And write me a one-page paper about that article and kind of what the two different sides of the debate were being presented in that particular paper. And you can turn it in see, as long as I have it by, see, I'm turning to look at a calendar. Let's see, first, second, third. If I have it by May 4th, you can earn an extra 10 points. So anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful week, and be sure to continue to email me, text me with any questions you're having about the resource file as it's coming to a time to culminate. The test is nearly completed, and it will be ready to be open before too long, the week before the week of finals. And so be getting in mind who that you're going to use as your proctor, so you can email me their email address so I can send them the password. And I will put a reminder on the page about that as well. So have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye.